Here we are again on another Supersonic Saturday session. Listen, it's time. Man, it's time to get so focused on the opportunity to reflect on not only the week that you have outlasted. I mean, it ain't Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday. But the one that's behind you is the one that you get to move forward with evidence that you still here, fam. Let's get it. Woo. Yo, look, welcome to another Supersonic Saturday session, and today's a phenomenal opportunity to get intentional. About what, though? Man, your sound is what matters most, and what I mean by that is your voice. How many of you would like to actually have your voice make a difference and matter in somebody else's life in ways that you're aware of? Not just the ones that you're unaware of. Everybody has a voice. My opinion is everybody's voice. However, how intentional could you be about your voice? When it comes to the actual stories that you've outlived, I'm talking about the stories told about you. You know, those ones that other people narrate your situation and they put their perspective on it, but that ain't really what happened. That's not the true story, right? Well, what if you took your voice and you unmuted yourself? What if you unmuted your voice and made it your choice to narrate exactly what truly happened? Ooh, but that sounds like a movie, doesn't it? You have the narration, you have the music going on. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what's missing. The music. And that's what these Supersonic Saturday sessions are all about. Not only are individuals being unmuted, so you can know that they exist and hear they sound, but also the expression of truth, the value of the facts, the understanding of the perspective. See, I don't just do this for fun. I do have fun doing this. However, fun is not the only focus. It's the fact that some of y'all need to be unmuted in more than one way. And that's what this is all about. So listen, today we about to go. I got some people calling in. Oh, he calling in right now. Oh, no. We about to put top of the top of the top. I don't want to have no more hiccups, but in between time. Uh-oh. Is he? Is it? Did it? Would it? Could it? Should it? Work? Billy. Billy, we ain't going to have no repeat of last week, are we? It look like we might be having one of those. For now, what we're going to do is we going to get Billy right. Billy going to get right because that's Billy Big Shot Beats. Like, this man's a phenomenal producer, as well as coach, as well as communicator, as well as a lot of things. And that's what I want to have on here. I enjoy the fact that I have access to so many dope artists and producers. However, here's my little secret, y'all. My actual focus is really about those who are focused on making an impact in the lives of those with their voice. Now, who might that be? Entrepreneurs, yep. Speakers, yep. And leaders. Why? Because every person that has ever impacted you at a high level did some form of leading. Whether it was a teacher, whether it was a parent, whether it was a friend, leadership is a big deal. That's one of those 5 ships that you got to learn to sail well. I'm not supposed to go into them, but leadership is one of them. But if you know how to communicate effectively and articulate the perspective that you have that somebody else needs, I promise you, you get to change and transform lives by simply what? Unmuting yourself. And speaking of unmuting yourself, here's a point. Here's the joint right here dealing with unmuting because it's called revolting. And there are so many people who get stuck on, we'll talk about it. But here is revolting in the meantime because you need to unmute yourself. And sometimes you just got to go against the norm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's fire. I remember when I did that. I created the sample, right? I created the sample. Nothing was sampled from somebody else. I created the sample and then I had so much fun with that. Oh man. Look, but you have the opportunity to unmute yourself if you are on YouTube right now. If you are a producer, if you are an artist and you want to get your sound heard, you actually want to get your stuff out there, in the description, there's a link. And then all you got to do is upload your track to that and then we'll actually play it back. Simple as that. I don't know how I rhyme like that. I articulate the way that I do because that's who I am, I guess. And hey, shout out to Carmen. Listen, that's a dope person right there. If y'all don't know anything about Carmen, oh man. So one day I think I'll have you on. That'll be fire. Heck shit, that'll be dope. We'll talk about that off air. But listen, so if you are someone who is aware that you have a voice and you're aware that you got power in your voice, that means you got a story that you might not be telling. I'm not, listen, everybody be talking about all types of things in this guru realm and world. Like, oh man, you got to do this, you got to do that. You ain't got to do nothing. It's just to be honest with you. But when it comes to your voice, there are so many people who are muted right now. And when I talk about being muted, I'm talking about you're being silenced. Either you're silencing yourself or you're being silenced by someone else. And there are so many people who have been silenced for so long. And I'm sorry to tell you, fam, but all you got to do is unmute yourself and you'll actually free yourself from whatever it is that might be oppressing and depressing you. There's so much going on in this world. I'm telling you, like we could talk about all this political stuff and everything, but the reality is you got power. And if somebody is robbing you of your power, then you have the power to change that scenario and situation. You don't have to remain where they told you had to be. You don't have to stay in a situation you don't desire to be in. Sometimes the very thing that was gifted to you through the challenges that you overcame in life are the very things that are actually burdening you. And that is why you can't move. That is why you feel paralyzed. That is why you feel like you can't do something. That is why, because you never unmuted yourself. If you accomplish something great and magnificent and then you downplay it and think it's nothing, that's because you didn't unmute yourself. I know too many people who have actually experienced some great tragedies in life. They kept them to themselves for long periods of time. And then fast forward, they had a conversation with somebody about what took place in their life. And next thing you know it, the individual who received the story started crying. And the question is, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Well, the answer is because you just freed me. I did not know. I wish I'd have known there was somebody else who had gone through what I've gone through. No clue that the very moment they unmuted themselves, they were actually unmuting somebody else. There is freedom in the fact of what you have lived at. I mean, listen, let me pause. Let me pause for the cause. So if you are an artist, producer, musician, and you want to get heard and you on YouTube, go ahead and go to the description and tap that link. Upload your music so that we can get it heard. Second, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a leader, if you are a speaker, and you're somebody who is really, really, really serious about actual business, like you're not wasting time on talking about it, you actually being about it and doing the stuff, then I submit to you that your voice is something that you deserve to actually get paid for at a higher level. And if you're interested in that, I'm gonna tell y'all about that later. But right now, the focus is on this music. So there's some songs I have, man. I did some collaborations with, and one of them was with this my guy. His name is M. Edward. Oh my goodness, dude is fire. We did a little something called Sad But True. I sent him some stuff. He sent me some stuff back. And this right here, it's like from 2019, I think. But check this out. This is somebody who definitely needs to unmute themselves for real, for real. This is Jared Walker and M. Edward collaboration, Sad But True. They could take your place. Sad but true. They could take your place. Sad but true. They could take your place. Oh man, that joint was fire. It was so fun when he did it and we did that. Oh man, and I see. Oh man. I see. We picking up on some views in here. We got people coming into the room and everything. We got people. Listen, welcome to the Supersonic Saturday session. We do this every Saturday, and I promise you, it's not something that you want to miss. Why? Because when you get to let loose and let rip and actually listen back to things that of value, it just literally does something for you and to you. So if you want to actually be heard, and you are a musician, you're a producer, you're an artist, and you have music that you feel like really needs to be heard, and you want it to be heard by those who are listening, listen. Go to the description, tap that link, upload it, and we'll make that happen. And if you are somebody who is an entrepreneur, you're a speaker, and you're a leader, this is for you especially, because what you get to review and view is people that could add value to your voice and your message. More on that later, though. Hey, I see we got Billy in the room. Billy back. Hey,
Yes,
ooh, looking crispy.
sir.
Looking crispy and smooth. It's working today, huh? It's working,
Yeah,
huh? It's
I went
working,
to my next
huh?
computer this time. It working. It working. I went to my next computer, so we good. We good.
All right, that's what's up, man. It's good to see you, man. Top of the morning. Well, it ain't top of the morning for you. It's definitely afternoon, but hey, it is what it is.
Afternoon, but it's all good.
Yeah, man. So, man, how is it that you are able to do what you do on Saturdays as it pertains to hopping on here? Because I know in the other room, I got kids. They've been sick all week. Actually,
Oh,
all
nice.
last week too, man. It's crazy. Like coughing and fevers and all of that, and sneaking out of bedrooms and coming to knock on my daggone door when they like. I got little ones,
Ooh,
so I know
I
you.
know
Like, how do
those.
you do this, man? What's the secrets, man? How is it that you're able to do this? When they doing what they doing.
I think it's the same like you. You just have to roll with the punches, and you just have to contain them and make sure they're good before you come on. And then that's exactly what I did right there. They're in the other room, like, because my office is downstairs, so they're upstairs. They chill. They just, you know what I mean, doing what they're doing, cleaning their room and watching a little movie kind of thing. And then I come back, and then they're all right. So we
Nah.
handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just want people to know,
Roll with the punches, one
fatherhood
at a
don't
time.
stop just because you're not in the room. Your presence can
Exactly.
be felt even when your presence is not there. It's called a
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
you let your
So
voice be
yeah.
known and heard, in advance. While at the same time, I honestly believe it's all about intentionality too. They know what's going on. They know what,
For
if
sure.
daddy was where he is, then we know what to expect. Now, if they
Yep.
don't know what to expect, that's when chaos
Chaos
reigns.
happens. Yeah.
Man. So I just ran back a track, man, from back in the gap. It was like 2019, I think. And my guy M.
That
Edward,
sounded good. That sounded
man,
good.
bruh, that dude, he don't miss. He don't
He doesn't
miss.
miss.
He does not
That's
miss. He
great.
one of them. He one of them.
Dope.
Got another joint. We touched on a little bit. He did some. He did a little something. And I had another, my guy John Jizzle. He did a little something, and then I did a little something, and we brought that joint together, and it turned into what's called this right here. No entiendo. No entiendo. And here it go. It's got a little Latin feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Here it go.
Amazing.
That's that joint no entiendo.
Ooh, yo, that sounded proper, bro.
That's that joint no entiendo, man. That joint was fun and
Hey,
fire to make and collaborate on. It was super dope. I think
fire,
that was
fire, fire, fire.
2020 maybe? I think that was
Wow,
2020. Yeah, that was 2020, man. A lot was going on in 2020. But
for sure,
that
for sure,
joint
for
there,
sure, for sure.
man.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's one of them ones too, bro. Damn. Whew. Sound
Oh
good.
man. Oh snap. We got a somebody that sent a uh-uh. Uh-oh. Huh? That's a document. Oh nah. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'll figure it out if it's something that can be. However, listen, so I've been telling people, man, about what it is that's really going on here. You have producers and musicians that definitely need to be unmuted. People don't know they sound exists, but yet they're super fire. Like they're dope. They are
Yeah.
definitely qualified. Meanwhile, you got producers who are speakers and they are producers of perspectives. And when they tell their stories, they provide glory to somebody else. They let them know, like, listen, you ain't the only one that's gone through something. The difference is I'm past it. It's behind me, but it's right there in front of you. And here I am as the light to the end of the tunnel for you to show you that there is hope because I'm still here and still standing after it all. Meanwhile, the person who just entered into it, they looking like, man, say, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then here you come talking about dun, da, 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 like you the superhero. It's like it's not a superhero thing. It's the fact that I got scars. And those scars, yeah, I suffered. It's proof that I suffered, but it's also evidence that I made it through. And this could be you too. Because if I show you my scars, that's proof that your wounds can be healed. So that's what that's all about. So when you take the actual messages of these entrepreneurs, these speakers and leaders, and then you merge it with music and melody, oh man, you talking about power and powerful, man. Like, what do you think about that, Billy? What does that do for you when you think about that?
Man, it's just, I'm thankful to be in a new day. And, my saying is to always make it better than the last. But like when
Mm.
we get in the moment, it's just, tapping into that energy. You understand what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like it's just a matter of like being thankful for that moment and we just go for it. You feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
a lot of like grateful or thankfulness with it.
Mm.
That's all I
Mm.
got to say for that, man.
Mm. Remind me of a joint I did with
You
my
feel
guy.
me?
Yeah, I feel you for real. More than you
Yeah, yeah,
understand,
yeah.
bro.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I did a track with a guy by the name of Maestro out in Fort Worth, Texas, man. So that's where I'm from. And he
Okay.
uh he,
Dope.
he had sent me something and he was like, "You think you can do something with that?" And I said, "Yeah, man." I sent it back. He was like, "Bro, what in the world did you do? This is not what it was. This is not what happened, but this is amazing." It's called Those Words. And I'm gonna play that for you because those words matter and your words matter, no matter who you are. But let me go ahead and play what that is so you can see what this man was
Dope.
talking
Let's
about. He
go.
sent me something soulful. I sent him something cinematic. Here it goes.
Wow. Whoa. Damn, bro. He done did it on that one.
Oh
That's
man.
crazy. Nice.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
That
That's nice,
that
man.
those
Nice.
words though. But do you see
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
does that to a person and
Oh
you don't
yeah.
hear anything but the music? Like
Yeah.
so when you merge the music with the message, oh my goodness. Like you talking
Yeah.
about magic. You talking about magic. When people need to
Literally.
be
Yep.
healed, sometimes they need to hear a message. There's a
Yep.
proverb, as a matter of fact, it says a timely word is like healing to the body. It's medicine to the body. It's healing. So, man, if so many people, if they would just speak and unmute themselves, they will find out just how much healing power they have and what it is that they had to say. Don't let nobody
Mhm.
suppress and oppress you, tell you you can't speak, you can't say this, you can't say that. Man, you got people who have been incarcerated in jail cells, in prisons, and they have spoken up and changed the lives of those that were in there with them. And all they did was unmute themselves. It's
Yep.
like, man, you were where you were supposed to do the work that you were meant to do, but you didn't expect to be in that place and position you were in. You had exactly what you needed at the time. Well, it's just like, wait a minute. So if I change and transform lives by simply opening up my mouth, well, why am I staying muted then? Why am I not saying
Yep.
something? It's because somebody done deceived you. See, if you're not telling the truth sets you free, but a lie sets you up. And if you've been believing a lie and you don't know it, oh man, the moment you realize it, then you got a choice to make. You can be intentional about your voice and your message, or you can continue to believe lies about yourself, thinking that your voice don't matter, your story don't matter, you ain't got no message, nothing matters. That's a lie. That's a deception, and it starts on the outside, but eventually it becomes something that is on the inside. So when you continue to medicate yourself with lies, now you are the one that is causing yourself your demise. But the craziest part about it all is if you unmute yourself, you change all of it. It's like, you can't just do that. It doesn't work that way. It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We say that until an emergency happens. We always put stuff off and think, oh, well, you just can't do this until an emergency happens. Like, oh, snap. So all of a sudden, you just did it, huh? Yeah. That's it's an emergency to hear your voice sometimes. It's an emergency. Like, you got kids. It's times when I am hearing my wife in there with them kids doing what they doing, and she done repeated herself 100,000 times already.
Oh,
I
tell
go
me
in there, I
about
say
that.
it once.
Tell me about that. Yeah.
I say it once. All of a sudden, everybody get in line. It's like, what happened? Well, I unmuted myself because they couldn't hear her the way
Yeah.
that they should have, but they didn't. Well, whose life could you impact if you unmuted yourself where someone's been trying to tell them something for so long, but then when you say it, it makes the connection. And it doesn't just impact and change their life. It impacts and transforms so many others that you'll never get to meet. But that's none of your business. The focus is on muting so that you can call somebody else to get to business, get to work. Oh, man.
Facts.
Once again, this is Supersonic Saturday Sessions. And what we do is we listen to music, but we have conversations as well of value. If you are a producer, you are an artist, you are a musician, period, and you have a message or you have music that you need to put out or need to be heard, listen, as long as it ain't nothing copywritten, send that up to the actual link in the description. And we'll let you get heard and let you get played. It's just as simple as that. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a speaker, if you are a leader, and you looking for sound and you looking for music, you in the right place. Because if your message is missing melody, you have a problem. You have a real problem, and we can solve that problem. As a matter of fact, hey Billy, I got something coming up. I got something coming
Yes,
up. Yeah,
sir.
buddy. March 8th, got something coming up, y'all. And this joint is going to be how you learn to monetize your message. It'll be a monetize your message party. Smooth and cool, nothing major. It's just something to the point where it's like, look, I'm tired of talking about stuff that people can do. I would actually just show them. I want to show them. I want to show you your options and your opportunities because if you aren't aware of your options, then you might be getting deceived by your ops. And
Facts.
sometimes your
Well
biggest
said,
op
brother.
is you. Sometimes you are your greatest opposition only because you don't know what to do. Well, in that actual party, what we're gonna do it and monetize your actual message party. We're gonna get to it. And it's gonna be fun too. It's not gonna be some
Boom.
formal, oh well, this is how this is gonna happen. And nah, no, 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 no. We're gonna have a good time. And if you enjoy these jams and you enjoy this music, just hang tight. And I'll drop that link at another time. But right now, I want to get back to something, man. So there was this other joint, my guy Brandon Rico, right? He used to host these actual Saturday sessions. Now they weren't called Saturday sessions, but he would listen to your music live and all of that. This is another industry producer though. So his opinion kind of mattered to people a lot. Well, he put this joint out there and he was like, listen, if you actually take this and do something with it, well, we may have a prize or whatever. So he gave us a sample pack of his stuff. I took one and he was like, bro, you get like, whoa, 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 that's my favorite. Well, this was one of the joints that Brandon Rico loved, and it was just a collaboration. You know, he shot it up there, and I alley ooped it, and we slam dunked that joint. Here you go, right here,
Boom.
Jared Walker and Brandon Rico collab.
Mm, mm.
Oh man, that joint was so fun when we made that.
So good, brother. Fire, 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 fire. That's
Yeah,
amazing,
man.
bro.
Hey,
That's
listen, if you
amazing, bro.
enjoying this and you on YouTube, please drop a like, share, or whatever, but I definitely would appreciate it because this is something I enjoy doing. And if you on Facebook, do the same, love it, share it, like it, whatever the case. But bruh, ain't it crazy how whenever you connect with other people and you start creating things that you did not know were going to be created all because y'all collaborated, y'all
Yeah,
connected?
yeah, yeah. It's amazing. It's like you were saying earlier. It's magic, bro. It's like creating magic out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? Like something that wasn't there before, and bringing it to life. Man, it's just so beautiful, brother.
That
It's
sounds
just so
godly, bro.
beautiful, man. So godly for real, for real.
Like it's not there and then it's there and it's like, whoa, but what's there now? Especially when you hear it, you can't unhear what you've heard.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
unhear it. It's crazy how it
Yeah.
works. Ooh, we like listen. So I see. Oh, we had Sue in here, man. I wish I could get a better grasp on these doggone comments, but it's all good. It's all good. Hey, everybody that's in here, listen. Today is a phenomenal, phenomenal day for you to be intentional about your day. Now, if you in here with me, then you in here with intentionality. But I specifically want you to know this. The purpose of every supersonic Saturday session is for you to understand the value of unmuting your voice. See, the tracks and music that I'm playing is not just stuff that, oh, this sounds good. Nah, man, this is made people money. This is it's been monetized. It's produced and provided opportunities for people to get heard. I mean, it's connection and collaboration and all of that. And the whole grand scheme of it all, what I want to do is have the actual musicians that need their music heard and the speakers, entrepreneurs, and leaders that need their voice heard to come together so that what we can do is impact the world and change the world one voice at a time. But first thing you got to do is unmute yourself. Because if you don't unmute your music, if you don't unmute your message, then there is somebody that is waiting on you to do it. And if you think for 1 second that's all the stuff that I've experienced, it doesn't matter, it doesn't, nobody cares, you keep telling yourself that lie and you'll continue to feel burdened and weighed down because the moment you unmute yourself, you will feel free. As free as you ever feel. I'm talking about like you will feel the difference and the change because you'll see it in somebody else. And that right there is what it's all about. So merging your message with your music. Listen, let's get it. In the meantime, in between time, like, bruh, I can't express how much I love R&B. But not just R&B, the cinematics, of course, man. I love that cinematic sound. But I did this other joint with another producer. She was fire. But she said the same thing to these other people, like, hey, I sent you this, but that don't even sound like the beat no more. But it's fire. What in the world did you do?
Fire, fire, fire.
Here go another one right here, man. This is Jared Walker and Mac, man. This joint was fire. I definitely changed the whole beat, but let's see what y'all think about it.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was another one of them joints, man. That R&B,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That oh, that feel
Oh yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
would have loved to hear what she sent you first and compare the two. But yeah, that one sounded nice, brother. Oh yeah.
If you'd have heard it, you'd be like, bro, what is this? This is not the like what happened. What happened is like, man, it just be like that
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Man, listen, so it's a lot going on right now in my home, and I'm so grateful to have family, but at the same time, these jokers sick. So I know my time is not very long. However, this whole reason for doing everything that I'm doing, man, is really for others. That's what keeps me motivated. Like I get to
right.
do something for and with other people. So I want to actually take this to a whole nother level when we have this actual offer that we're creating and putting together. Now, we've alluded to it and whatnot. And we're not gonna reveal it in total, but I do know that myself and Billy Big Shot Beats, this man right here, we are working on something to change and transform your voice into something that's going to
Oh
well,
yeah, bro.
yeah, it's gonna
God
be
sent.
it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big, super big. Billy Big Shot's big. Yeah, it's gonna be huge, humongous. And it's like, oh,
Oh
you
yeah.
you 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 sound like you exaggerating. Like, no. Listen, there are people right now, if they would simply put their voice in the right place, they would change so many lives, including their own, because they would make money. It's like, what? You can make money with your voice? Yeah, you don't have to be an artist to do that either. You don't have to be an actor, an actress. You don't have to be a radio host or anything like that. You can make money with your voice. You can monetize your voice and your message. And all you got to do is what we'll teach you to do when we talk about it. But right now, we focus on this last piece right here. Like, and by the way, man, did you have, so you
Oh,
just weren't going to
oh,
say
oh, you
nothing.
thought you thought I had to say something to saying something?
Okay.
I'm feeling
Okay.
I'm feeling the I'm feeling the guitar vibes today, so I had to send something in that's gonna complement that, brother.
Uh,
Let's get it.
uh, okay. I see what you did there. I'm sitting there like, oh man, Billy probably ain't gonna ask him. I ain't gonna bother him with that. And then you turn around and you saying this. It's like, this is what we doing.
Oh
So we about
yeah,
to play this joint right here. Amazing
let's get
Grace.
it.
Let's what man? Don't threaten me with a good time. Listen, Amazing Grace by Billy Big Shot Beats. Here we go.
Let's switch it up. Listen to that.
big
Yes,
shot of
sir.
these that
Yes,
amazing grace.
sir.
That's a
I
joint.
gotta bring different flavor to the show, bro. I
Eggs.
gotta
Yeah,
bring
man. You made
something
me thinking
different.
about like you got these guitars and whatnot. I'm like, oh snap, you know what? I did have this other joint with my guy, Brandon Rico. Man, hold on. Listen to them now. This ain't the
Let
slow joint. Like,
let's
man,
bring
this,
something. Let's
it's
name
a little
something.
slower.
Okay.
But that joint was
All right.
fire, bro. Yeah, it's like I could just
Cool,
all
cool.
I hear is like the Caribbean vibes or the
Oh,
like
yeah.
some Trinidadian, like something on top of like that joint fire. Like
Oh, yeah. Oh,
shit.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Here
Definitely on
go
the
this joint called
international touch.
Before I Met You.
That's all before I met you. That's all before I met That's all before I met you.
Ooh, I like that water drop too, bro. Yee.
Yeah,
That's it.
man.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
man. Man, listen. Them R&B
Yeah,
vibes
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
crazy. But then when you got
yeah,
that
yeah.
energy, you know,
Mhm.
it was actually through Brandon Rico that I met my guy John Jizzle, as well as M. Edward,
Amazing.
as well as Dr. Gene White, and so many other individuals, man, fire producers. That's when I realized like it's a lot of people out here with like a lot of talent and a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of like powerful perspective changing and perspective shifting musical sounds that need to be heard, but you don't know they exist. They muted, man. So this joint,
Exactly.
like I sent,
They need to
so
be unmuted.
man, they gotta be unmuted. Like I sent, so I'm gonna give you an example. So I got my guy John Jizzle, right? So I sent John Jizzle this one piece with just a synth and I did the melodies and whatnot. I'm
Right.
I send him this. Then he turns around and sends me two versions of the same thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? Hold on, hold on, hold on. So I sent him this right. Now, what I sent him
Mhm.
was just that synth.
Right, yeah.
I sent him two versions of it, but he sent me back two versions of this joint. Here go the second joint, bro. You talking about collaboration and connection. This is now
Let's get it.
this man fire, bro. So here we are.
Okay, that's where you took it. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Bruh. And that
All
man
right.
don't
So
miss either.
he, he slowed down to slow down. That's how amazing it was. He slowed down to slow down too.
He
It's like
slowed
what?
down to slow down. I
He
sent him
slowed
that.
down to slow down to really take a minute
I
on it.
chopped it hot and boom, he sent me one. Then
Yeah.
I sent him. And he turned around
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
sent me that whole. I said, let's go. Let's go. And it's
Yeah.
people that if you simply connect with them, they'll elevate and take whatever it is you
The
have
elevate.
to a whole nother level.
Exactly.
Because it's
Collaboration.
like your story, whatever story you're telling. Because me, I'm a storyteller. Like I tell my kids stories all the time. They be asking, Daddy, can we have another story? Daddy, can we have another story? And
Yeah.
I turn those moments into opportunities to teach. Well, that's one of the best methods of teaching through story. Like giving a story is the best way of communicating information that you want to last. The second best way is to put it in a musical message, put it in a song. So when you get to
Man, there's
hear a
nothing
story
Man,
with
there's
music,
nothing better than telling a story, and then you have the music to set the tone on top of it. Man, it's so much more impactful to, tell a story and there's music to it. You know what I mean? Like, it just you see what I'm saying? Like, it just hit it on the nail when the music matches what you're saying.
yep,
It's just a different vibe, a different thing.
yep, yep. It's a
Nothing
fact,
better than
man.
that.
It
Mhm.
takes you from getting like if you got something in your head, you need to get it out of your head.
Out of your head. Yep.
Well, speaking of, hold on, man, I got another joint.
You
Man,
gotta
I gotta alley
We
you
got
this one
beats for
though,
days, bro.
cause we didn't get to
Yeah.
finish this one. This was me and Jizzle. We
Right.
didn't get to finish it, and it's still it's open pretty much. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna let you see what I'm talking about. It's like it's in my head though. Yeah, it was it's just
Mm.
all in your head, and you just kind of got to
Yeah,
get it
yeah, yeah.
out.
Get it out. That's it. Get it out. Bam.
Man, it's been freaking crazy though. Like I got so much music. It's so many producers have music just sitting in their hard drive, by the way, that there is somebody waiting on them to just, hey, hand that over. I'll
Hand that over,
elevate
and
it.
that's it.
And then there are so many speakers with messages that if they would just merge in with that music, just hey, just hand that over and put it with this. Next thing you know, you talking about you got stadiums of people walking out to your
Yeah.
stuff. You got that ET
You
effect.
never know sometimes. Yeah, you never know sometimes, man. It's like put it out of your head, collaborate with the people, and it's just, the leverage comes magically. You never
Naturally,
know. You
especially when
feel
it's the
me?
right
It
people.
just exactly, exactly. You never know, man.
I'm
Amazing.
a, I think I'm gonna send us out on a high note with oh wait this joint this I'm gonna send us out on this on a cinematic note,
Let's go.
somewhat cinematic, but nah, I would send us out on the chill joint, man. This joint called Breathing. It's me, man. It's just like just sometimes you just need to breathe, relax,
Mhm.
unmute yourself, but breathe while you're doing it intentionally. There go that breathing right here.
bass. I like the bass on that. Ooh, little slow down. There you go. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
Yeah, man.
Boom. That's when he thought it was done. No, I love the bass
Yeah.
guitar on that, and then you slowed it down, and you slowed it down even more. Man, amazing,
I
amazing,
have a
amazing.
tendency to
It
do
really
that too.
definitely imagine the story that you can tell in something like this. Like, just
Man,
imagine.
man,
You
so
feel me?
many.
Like, just the instrumental alone was telling the story, so
Yep.
that's amazing, brother.
And that's how I prefer to produce. Like when I create, it's a story in the actual song. There's a story in
Yeah,
the sound. But when the right message meets it, that right there is what elevates it and takes it to another level. It's like the right
fact.
scene meeting the music. You have the scene that you're
Mhm.
watching in the movie, but when you actually hear the music with the movie, oh my goodness. Movies are not the same without the music. Watch a
Without the
movie
music,
on mute.
exactly.
Psh, what? No.
Yeah,
Like, no.
definitely
So
not
yeah,
impactful.
it's the best way to go about it. So being like man, so on the 8th of March, I got this joint called the Monetize Your Message Party. You got all these people with these messages, man. And they're out there. They're out. The message is out. But for whatever reason, they're not monetizing their message. And not only are they not monetizing their message, let's say they're giving their message on stage, right? The message is there, but when they're not on stage, they're not getting paid. We got a
Mhm.
problem. We got a problem because you are literally missing out on money and leaving money on the table. Why would you half step and half do what it is you've already started and began? So let's get intentional about how we can take that to another level. And we'll do that on Saturday, March 8th. I'll
Let's
come back
go.
with all the details and information and whatnot. I'll drop a link next time for you. I got it, but I know it's my time because I hear these kids coming and I hear the wife in there. And it's like, oh man, sometimes too much silence is too loud, if you know what I mean, with kids especially. Too much silence is
Oh,
too
yeah.
loud. Hey, you got any
Yeah.
final words, Billy?
Hey, unmute yourself and add the music to it so that people can be impacted with the story through sound. Let's
Mm.
go.
Yep. Unmute yourself. You heard the man. Hey, y'all stay focused. Much love. Until next time, my friend. You got this.
God
Remember that part too.
bless.
Because whether you woke up on purpose or not, you still woke up with purpose attached to your life. Now unmute yourself and go tell somebody about it. Take care.
God bless.